gentlemen, this is the Rootstown Rovers. The winner of this contest advances to next Wednesday's regional semifinals. The site of that event has yet to be determined. Next Wednesday, the regional semifinals.
As soon as they start an actual match.
Yeah, the word that I have is that the matches at Manchester that were scheduled for tonight are tomorrow night. So I'm going to head out there and I'll put something online. I'm a Firestone fan on Yappy. I'll put something on there. Here we go, first match. We got the forfeit. We got Trescott for Rootstown, Swagger for Independence. Quick takedown for Trescott. Goes right to back points. The Rootstown wrestlers look like they're going to come out on a mission. 2-0 real quick here. Still trying to get my lineups wrote down. And there's back points. Could be over quickly here. Trescott on top. And there's the fall. 1:04. 12-0 our dual meet score. Looking good for the Rovers so far. Okay, we got a forfeit at 120.
Really?
Yeah, Palucci gets a forfeit. So we go to 126. Hayes, and it should be, as long as things are perfect, Matt Mroczynski. Listen for the name Matt, and that will clue us in.
That's how we do things here, night-wise.
Yeah. That makes it 18-0 right off the bat for the Rovers. It's going to be hard for Independence to overcome that. Once again, the match of the night that I saw was Jordan for Waterloo and Spino. There's almost a 2 for the Rootstown. Good scramble, and Mroczynski. And Hayes jumps over and gets the 2. And Rootstown does sport a full team. They're not going to give up any forfeits, which is really going to help them in these first couple duels. Well, Manchester will have a pretty solid team. I look for them to be the team to get who Rootstown will meet in the semifinals next week. Possibility that we'll be doing them also. Hopefully we got all the bugs out. It seems like something happens. But we got it worked out in time to get you this match. Whatever we did get recorded will go on to video on demand when we can download it or upload it. And I'll try and get these scores out there. Two to nothing still to score. 20 seconds to go, first period. And did he get the 1? No. Mroczynski, I've seen good results from him. I've been spending most of my time on D2 Alliance District results, but I see a lot of these teams in there. Well, 2 to nothing, the end of 1. There's back points for Hayes, Rootstown. But I was just saying earlier, Rootstown has a really, really good lineup right off the bat. All the way up to .35. Oh boy, oh boy. 5-1 now the score. $18-0 our duel. We're at 126 pounds. Rootstown getting the highest possible in the first three matches. The forfeit at 106. Minute and 4-second pin, Trescott over Swagger at 113, and a forfeit at 120. 8-1 now here. Hayes, Rootstown over Mroczynski. $10-1 now. Still got a pretty good crowd here. Independence brought some wrestling fans with them. Back points for Hayes, but he gets himself in a little trouble. He has done that, but he fights himself back. There's 2 back points, make it 12-1. There's a no back points. Hayes, strong wrestler, gets himself out of trouble. These teams in different sectionals. Rootstown has their own sectional. Independence is hosting their own. Independence has the old Brooklyn sectional. Has a little bit different look than Brooklyn did. I know Mognor's there from the PTC. All right, 12-1 the final score. Hayes, Rootstown over Mroczynski. 22-0 our dual score. We got Cosma from Rootstown versus Drew Banos from Independence. It is kind of tough to tell which team's which. Rootstown has, Rootstown has the light blue or the sky blue on, and it says Rootstown right on the back. Independence is a solid navy blue. takedown for Banos. Try to stop the bleeding here, down 22-0. We're at 132, started at 106. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Manchester's sub-region is going to be held tomorrow night, so I'm going to go out there and see what happens. I'm looking for it to be Manchester and Rootstown in the semifinals. There's a back point, 6-1 the score now. Banos from Independence with the red ankle band on. He's going to try a tilt here, it looks like. Nope. You know, looking at Rootstown's lineup, as good as it is, next year they're going to be really tough. They're very young. One senior in this lineup, and that's Gabe Gretz at 182. Coach Wise is doing a heck of a job. I want to thank him for the pizza and the water. Banos, 8-1 now. Getting back, gonna get back points here. Plenty of time left in the period, 1.5 minutes, second period. The goal meet score is 22-0 Rootstown. Looks like Independence might get a pin here. 1 minute to go in the period. Cosma fighting hard not to get stuck. And he gets off his back. I'm just wondering if we're going to see Sadler from Rootstown maybe bump up the Russell Spino from Independence. There's the fall. 340. Banos, Independence gets the pin over Cosma from Rootstown. We'll see if this is Sadler or not. Quick takedown on Roxinski for Independence. Hopefully we're getting all the names right. And Sadler gets a quick takedown, 2-0. 2-0 to score. Sadler on top, Rockzinski on the bottom. And there's an Independence singlet with an eye on it. The other ones I didn't notice.
I didn't either.
He's got Independence has a yellow headgear. There he's got the cradle locked in, getting back points. It'll be 5-0. Let's go the cradle. Sadler looking good here. (22-6) our dual meet score. We're at 138 pounds. Minute 24, second period. Sadler over Rockzinski. He's got that locked up tight. It's another 3, 10-0. Well, one thing, if Rootstown does match up with Manchester, Manchester's pretty strong in their lightweights also. Might be a good duel. Ten to nothing. It's going to be the end of the second period. Cradle locked in. Nope, busted by Rockzinski. Penalty point for Sadler. I really feel for the Rockzinski kid though, because Sadler's just controlling him. He's a little better wrestler, not allowing anything. It doesn't look like Rockzinski's intentionally stalling. Injury time. Pardon me?
What ranking is Sadler in the state?
Sadler is 9th, I think. Rootstown, I just by looking at Burrow Fan, because he does such a good job of looking at all the different divisions, top 25 kids anyway. Leitner, Trescott, Palucci, Hayes, Sadler, and Thorborough are all top 15. Thorborough, yeah. Saboro?
Yeah.
Okay, I always pronounce his name wrong. My cohorts here are from Rootstown, so when I mess up with pronunciation, they are right there to correct me. Thorborough. Saboro. There's another cradle locked up. 11-0 is our score right now. Got another 3. Roczynski is not wanting to give up the pin, though. Three makes it 14-0. 20 seconds to go in the match. Roczynski's shoulder was injured earlier, and it must be bothering him again. All right, he appears to be all right. 13 seconds left. Sadler chooses down. Escape's going to end the match. Or a reversal. And Roczynski holding on. And he does it. Keeps it from being 14-0. Sadler over Roczynski. All right, we have Spino for Independence. Wrestled a heck of a match against Patrick Jordan from Waterloo for Independence versus Nathan Zerzolo. Okay, Spino district champion last year. Shot, 2. Takedown for Spino. And Spino going for the kill here. 26-6 our dual meet score. Rootstown over Independence. Independence leading in this match. 5-0. This is definitely going to close up a little bit here. Rootstown just so tough right off the bat. Not there at the end of one period. We are sorry about all our technical difficulties. We'll get this figured out sooner or later. It seems like the start of our matches, something happens. And we're usually in a rush to get set up. 7-0 now. Nine nothing. Jake Spino over Nathan Zurzolo. Spino on top, Zurzolo. And Rootstown needs to get easily pronounceable names like Smith and Evans. There's back point. And oh, that's good. Boy, he's got that in deep and he's got a lot of time. There's a low doing, there's the fall. 306 for Spino over Zurzolo.
Now you got me.
All right, that makes it 26-12, our dual meet score. We have Durback, Luke Durback for Rootstown. Tanner Haddock for Independence. As I said, the match is going to get a little bit closer. There is a slight possibility that Independence could come back. Bonus points are going to be needed in every match, though. But I think the Saboro, is it a silent R?
Yeah.
Saboro is probably the only favored rover from here on out. They're up by 14, 26-12. So a couple falls could change it real quick. There's a good double leg for Haddock, I'm not sure. 2-0 still a score coming down to the end of the first period. No back point. A single leg. And a trip, and there's 2 for Haddock. There's back points, tilt. Haddock head hunting for sure. 20 seconds to go in the second period. 7-0 the score. He's got them arm bars locked in. 10 seconds for to try to get the pin. Durbeck really fighting it. It's going to be 10-0 though. Well, I tell you,
He's rope-a-doping. Yeah.
for no, I was really thinking that Rootstown was going to run away with this. I'm starting to get concerned.
Well, yeah.
Well, Sadler winning by a major, and Hayes winning by a major. Could have cost him some points, 4 points at the max. But it's going to be closer than I thought. We're going to have to see how some of these matchups come out. The Independence did look really strong at these bigger weights against Waterloo. If it comes down to heavyweight, where Waterloo or Rootstown is going to be in trouble. But as of now, they're holding a commanding 26-12 lead. We're at 152 pounds, although that's going to be cut into just under a minute to go. 10-0. Haddock on top for Independence. So far, Independence has been taking advantage of scoring bonus points, and they're going to again in this match. It's going to be 10-0 right now. He's going to get more back points. But I don't think he's going to get... Wow, he gets the pin with 1 second to go. That's going to be big. That makes it 26-18. Instead of getting 9 points for decisions, or 12 for majors, they have 18 all pins. Wise is a little upset there for Rootstown. I thought they were out of bounds, but I wasn't right there. The referee was. Okay, we have Climber for Independence. I'm not sure who we have for Rootstown. It's either King or Samara or Wingard. Yeah, Samara was the freshman that wrestled at Jackson Milton. This Wingard is a kid who just transferred here from Waterloo. But it's either Dylan or Greg. Sometimes when we're announcing, we don't know the wrestler, we just have to wait for someone to yell a name. The double leg attempt, no points, out of bounds. I think this is Wingard.
I think you're right.
Now he must have just transferred from Waterloo because he's listed on both rosters. Yeah, well, there's no, you don't have to wait as long as your parent move, and Rootstown and Waterloo are adjoining communities. Another double leg attempt. I was talking to some Rootstown people, you know, Saboro, I knew it was coming, he's up at 170 here, and I asked if he was going to stay there. He wrestled and finished third at the D's tournament at 160, and I guess they're going to wait and see how where the climate is best for him to place in Columbus, or even maybe just get to Columbus. We have the PTC tournament coming up now. Waterloo's coach told me it wasn't until the 20th.
Yeah, 20th, 20th.
Wow. So that means sectionals are the 28th.
Going into March.
Districts. Well, the states are in the 14th. Wow. So that leaves us another month almost of wrestling. Still, there must be going to be some off time. The PTC tournament, well, hopefully the teams are compensated for it with some duels. I do know Waterloo's going to be in South Range and Garraway this weekend for some wrestling. All right, no score, and the Independence wrestler is going to let Wingard up to make it 1-0. He must feel like he's got a better chance of a takedown, or that he was going to get away anyway. Why waste the energy? There was no takedown in the first period. Although Wingard from Rootstown was in on a couple doubles, but they were all right at the edge of the mat. But this is going to come down with a climactic finish in this duel. I think Rootstown has to know that they have to get up before the heavyweight match, because Dealey's real tough for Independence. It's hard to guarantee anything, but I think he's probably a solid 6 points at heavyweight. There's that double leg try again. .30 seconds to go in the second period. Ten seconds to go. He's got to get around. Nothing yet. 3 seconds. Wow. Boy, they should have called that, or could have called that. No, oh, they did. They did award the takedown, 3-0. It was close, but it looked like he got it right at the end. That's big. And he chooses to give the escape up. 3-1 now. Matches like these, it can make or break this duel. Rootstown definitely needs to stem the tide here. Independence will give up a forfeit at 195. 52 seconds to go. 3-1. Our match here, 160 pounds. Climber, Independence, down. 3-1. Wingard, Rootstown. 26-18 is our dual score. Rootstown's up. There's another double attempt. Wingard gets a single. There's another two. Either one of these wrestlers, it's been all takedowns. And there's a out of bounds. 5-2 is the score. 14 seconds to go. Oh boy, that's a mess. Oh, that's going to be 6-5. Climber stole that one at the end. Now that's big. 26-21 now is our dual meet score. 170 pounds. Saboro. And this is him, isn't it? And they're giving him a forfeit. It's going to make it 32-21. Okay, let's see if they change their lineup around here. They are going to. Sia is now up. Pretty sure they're not gonna give up that forfeit. That's what they're doing. Sia. Yeah, we're at 182. It's Sia. He was at 170. They're changing their lineup to. It's a good move, really. They weren't going to beat Saboro, I don't think. Probably going to lose by fall anyway. Now they filled in that forfeit they had at 95. Okay, well, here we have Gretz for Rootstown. Gabe Gretz from Rootstown. Nick Sia. And there's the takedown for Sia. 32-21 is our dual score. It's, see, we have 3 more matches before heavyweight. What I'm thinking is Rootstown has to take at least one of these. Two to 1 now to score. It's gonna be a nail biter here. You know, I think this was what the problem was with Rootstown against Southeast is they came down to the last match, and the Southeast was a little stronger top end. Gretz was a district qualifier last year, so he's a capable wrestler. I think Sia was also. Gretz has to get back to his base. He gives up another takedown, 4 to 1. And he initiated the move and got stretched out. Four to 1 at the end of 1. Sia's looking good. Sia's got a cradle locked. No points. Gretz needs to move. There's getting back points. Wow, 32-27, Independence, really looking good. Okay, we got Senek for Independence, Dolan for Rootstown. Got the makings of an upset here. Let's see, Independence was either the 4 or 5 seed. No, this will be Senex for Independence and Dolan for Rootstown. Everybody for they've all jumped up a weight. Yeah, they're down by 5, and they're like I say. Let's see. These pins have killed Rootstown. They've
the pin with 1 second left.
yeah.
And
Well,
when Wingard lost.
yeah.
At the end.
Right at the end. That was the one. 1, 2. There's 2 for Independence. Man, just gonna see what happens here. Oh boy. Almost a fall, and he's got it. Okay. He did have that leg in a... He had 3 back. $5-0. And well, I'll tell you, Independence came to wrestle. Their head hunting has really helped them out. Whereas Rootstown had a couple matches not go their way. Wow. That gives, I think that might just give the match to Independence, regardless of the outcome of this match. Well, we'll see. They got to wrestle. Go first for Rootstown. Go forth for Rootstown. Stasic for Independence. Wow, I didn't see this one coming, folks. Underestimated Independence. Again, overestimated Rootstown. I didn't foresee so many falls going Independence's way, and that really has helped them. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins by pin. Wow, the head and arm. Whoa. Okay, we got 4-2 our score now. Got 2 freshmen going at it here. No back points. Four to 2. And there's going to be a lock in hands to make it 5-2. Rootstown, Dolan, 6-2. How did he get? Go forth, yeah. I wonder how it shot. I thought it should be 5. There we go. All right, coming to the end of the first period. It's been a lot of action. 5-2, go forth. Over Stasic. Getting a little bit brutal with his head. He's going to make it 6-2. Say we got 2 freshmen out here. Motions are riding high.
It's getting good.
Yeah. Heck of a match, folks. Minute 13 to go. Second period, 6-2. Rootstown needs this match, and I don't know if they can even win. Well, we'll see. See what happens. There's a try. Out of bounds. Well, both these kids are leaving it on the mat, that's for sure. 50 seconds to go, second period. Six to 4. Start of the third period. 33-32, the dual meet score. Independence over Rootstown. It's going to take a miracle for the Rovers to pull this out. They jumped out to a commanding lead. Every win but one for Independence has been by fall. And they got one pin with 1 second to go in the match, and they got a last second 4-point move at 160. Oh, there's a fall for Rootstown. Make it 38-33. Yeah, he won by pin and 4:29. But one of those other wins here by Hayes or Sadler, they needed another point. Saunders, no, this is Ronnie Jeffers. I hear him saying Ronnie. So this is a 220 going up against a 285, who's one of the best in the state. I think last I saw he's ranked 3rd.
What's he got to do to win?
Stay away from him. Not. Oh! Get a 2. Wow. Well, that guy. I see. Is that blood? Rootstown is up by 5, so 38-33. Dealey for Independence. Jeffers a 220 for Rootstown. That's what he needs to do. Is even if he loses, he no pin. A pin wins the match by a point. Boy, he came out flying. Oh boy, get that arm out of there, Jeffers. Trying to be impartial here, but I am from this area. Well, I know I was looking back at 152 and 160. I thought, looking at the lineups, I thought, boy, this could be trouble for Rootstown. I didn't foresee every win but one by Independence being by fall. And they stole that one at 160 with a 4-point move at the end of the match and a fall at 152 with 1 second to go. But it is what it is. They're wrestling. Independence really came to wrestle. And my hats are off to them and Rootstown. Coming down to this match. Jeffers survives the first period 2-0. He's wrestling Paul Dealey from Independence, who is one of the top-ranked kids in the state. All right, 2-0. Jeffers is a sophomore for the Rovers. Like I say, any outcome but a fall. It would go to criteria if Dealey wins by tech. I don't know how it would go because all the pins by Independence. He can't go to his back because it'll be over, I think. He fought it off. giving up a lot of weight. It's going to be tough. There's a minute and a half to go in the period. Four to nothing's our score. A minute to go, second period. Dealey needs a pin to get the win for Independence. Jeffers needs to not get pinned to get the win for the Rovers. He gets back to his base and, oh boy, I thought I saw a cradle coming in there. $20 seconds to go. Now there's a stall call on Jeffers. I knew it was coming. That's not the least of his worries. He can, there's one and there's a period left. He can survive those. He just doesn't want to get turned over. If he goes to his back, I can't see him getting away from that big Dealey. What happened?
Blood. He's got blood.
I was there earlier and they didn't. I don't. It must just be a scrape, headgear scrape or something. Oh wow. 4-1. Boy, I don't know if I would do. He wants to go on their feet.
All right, comes down to this.
He's gonna. He wants on it. Dealey wants to try a throw, I think. Okay, 2 minutes left. 4-1. Dealey over Jeffers. So you're gonna get him out. Gonna make it 4-2. Well, he's gonna give that. Okay, maybe not. There's another point.
That's it, Ronnie. That's it, bud.
Wow. I tell you, 4-3 now. There's a lot of fight in this Rootstown kid. He doesn't. I don't. He wants to stay away from him. I would. Don't get in that front headlock. Well, there's two. Make it 6-3. All right, he's got a minute and a half. Wow. There's a stall and a point, 7-3. Like I said, I don't think that he can get stalled out to be DQ'd. Minute to go.
1 minute. Come on, Ronnie.
Well, I'll tell you. Uh-oh. Boy, he did wrench on the shoulder. Like I say, Dealey from Independence has 7 seconds to get the pin. We're in Rootstown's gym. Dealey was a heavy favorite here, and he's doing everything he can. He's getting frustrated.
Yes, he is. He's getting frustrated.
I mean, the Rootstown wrestler he knows what he has to do. I'm sure the coach told him. He just has to not get pinned. Although he's been offensive. He's hit 2 head and arms on Dealey and almost had him on his back here. They went out of bounds. Wanted that. Back down, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. 25. 20.
Wow, he's going to be able to do it. 38-36, Rootstown, 38-36, Rootstown. That's going to be it. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you, good duel. Jeffers did a heck of the heart on the kid. My hats go off to Independence than I thought it would be. All right, folks.
What was the final team
38-36, final team score. Congratulations to both. That's a heck of a duel. You know, you gotta feel for both. For Independence, it's hard to pin a kid who knows that all he has to do is not get put on his back.
Yep.
And I got a head in your heart. It has to go off for Jeffers for going up a weight class against one of the top-ranked heavyweights in the state.
65 pounds.
Yep. Well, hey, we're going to be doing a match next week. I'll put it online. Hopefully this is going out there right now.
It is. It's going out there.
Okay, we had technical problems for the first duel into the second duel. But I think that this duel went out all right. Well, listen, this is Mark Adelman, Firestone fan, saying goodnight from Rootstown High School. We will be somewhere next week. We'll find somewhere. And we have the PTC tournament coming up, so we got a couple of weeks of time in here. I think we're going to try to get into Walsh to do a duel.
We've got on the 5th, Crestwood.
Okay, at Crestwood and Walsh?
It's Crestwood.
All right, while we're online
Hold on here.
let's see what we got. That way you kind of know our schedule, if you're still out there.
Yeah, hold on, tell them, hold on just a second.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, the EOWL tournament's this weekend also, but we won't be there. But there's a lot of good wrestling going on there. Okay.
Here it is. February 5th at Crestwood, Willoughby South, Nordonia, and Rootstown.
Okay. Saturday? That's
No,
Saturday?
5th. February 5th. That's a Thursday.
Okay, the 5th. At Crestwood with Willoughby South, Nordonia, Rootstown.
There we go.
And obviously Crestwood. We will be there. All right, we'll see you next week, hopefully at a duel and then Thursday.
All right.
Good night, all.